Hello everybody, today is the day. Today is race day, and Cody Camelot is at Daytona or at Talladega, and car is getting ready. Ethan is actually there at Talladega, and he is live streaming right now as we speak. Right now on FS1 is the qualifying for the Cup Series. So they're doing qualifying. So right now the car is getting ready. They're pushing it out. Cody's in go mode. Ethan, like I said, he's streaming. So if you want to, I know a lot of you guys are probably watching Ethan's stream, and I don't blame you at all. I'm very excited for Camelot. I mean, that's going to be fun watching that car out on the track. I'm really curious, and like I said, if the people who are doing the TV broadcast of the race, if they don't interview Camelot or mention him in their broadcast, they're damn fools. So, but I'm excited. This is not going to be this is going to be a very short video. In fact, I didn't even make show notes. It's like, because I want to have this video done and ready so I can enjoy the race. So I'm just hammering away at this, working on. What I'm gonna do is I'm just hitting this with dots, pulling this back to keep out here, and then I'll hit this even darker, and then we'll have the black. So, but yeah, last night I did my video on the arrival of Nice and Tight by Andy Smith, and I enjoyed that book. I mean, I went through it and flipped through it. In fact, I immediately, like in the video, I took a photocopy to show the quality of the photocopy you get from the book because of the quality of the prints in the book. And I actually took a page out, enlarged it again, and then I light boxed it onto a sheet of paper. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just photocopying off a page and photocopying off in blue line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take different images and light box more into an image altogether, and then ink that. So I don't know, I would want to do something different than what most people will be doing, so why not have some fun with it? And because I do everything traditionally, it's going to take a little bit longer. So, but I'm just having fun. I mean, that's, for me, it's really what it comes down to, is I gotta be having fun with this. If I can't have fun doing this, then there's no point in me doing it. So, but Andy, the book that I got from Andy, Nice and Tight, very nice pages they selected, and it's not like the best of his stuff. It's the pages that I think he's the pages he's most proud of, that I think would look back. I think the reason why I did that is so these are the pages that he's most curious to see how people ink over him and how it turns out. Because it's easy just to here's some core draft pages. No, he wants to give you a variety of pages to do. So I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, I'm having fun doing it. So, and then like I said, the big thing today is Cody. He's racing today. I'm very excited. Like I said, it's on FS1. The race is at noon. I saw Ethan was streaming, and I turned that on for a little bit before I came back and started my video to you. When I stopped watching him, he was going to go over and say hi to Frankie Muniz. For me, it's one of those where it's like, unless you're a actual reporter for doing the broadcast, stay away from these drivers. These guys are in game mode. It's best not to talk, because I mean that's when they're in completely, they're in another world. And so it's kind of like when I'm here. When I'm here, I'm in a completely different mindset, different world. It's hard when I'm working and then someone comes over and they want to talk to me, and especially with someone who doesn't know anything about art. And well, what's your motivation? What's your theme? And it's like, lady, for me, it's just called breathing. It's just what you do. If you have to have if you see an artist, someone who's artistic, and they've got to explain themselves, then that right there is the problem. Okay, someone like me, it's it's part of who you are. It's part of your identity. So, but so yeah, right now I'm just pulling in the dots, just putting a nice layer in. And when I do a layer like this, like I said, I want to kind of duplicate this chin over here. So I'm hitting certain areas that are darker than others. So that way you get like that sense of like he's a cyborg. So it's like his skin's all beat up and peeling off. So you try to do that without doing so much of this. So it just adds you a different layer. The thing is, when I do stuff like this, I just look at it and like, oh, let's just add some like texture and depth. I'm not looking at it as adding detail to it. Whereas the one guy who comes in here, he was like, no, it's really, really detailed. And he actually had to kind of point it out to me, like why, for me to grasp and understand what he's talking about. And he's right. But I do my detail in a different method than most people would see how detail is. So, but you just keep hitting it with the dots. So, I didn't look and see. Actually, I looked quickly. I didn't look because I want to get this video done before the race starts. I didn't really take notice to where Cody is in the lineup, like what he qualified at. The important thing is, though, is that with these races, with restrictor plate races, you will have cars, and one lap you'll have cars in the back of the pack be leading the race, and you'll have cars in the front of the front car be shuffled all the way to the back. That's just what happens when you have restrictor plate racing. And restrictor plate racing is where the car is going so fast it punches a hole in the air for the other car to pull up really close behind them. And when you have two cars pulled in tight, they go even faster. So it might seem boring because it's kind of like a follow the leader race, but really what you're doing is you're trying to get yourself in a good position so at the very end of the race you have the ability to maybe like have, by the end of the race with luck, you'll have someone behind you, or you'll be behind someone, and you guys work really well together, and then you'll work your way to race your way to the front. And then in the last lap, anything goes. It's either you hang on tight and help push that guy to the win and you get second, which is big in points, or at the very last minute you pull out and see if you can pass him. Now the big thing about Talladega is you're going to have a lot of wrecks because people get impatient. And because these cars are going so fast, it's easy for one little push or getting hit wrong in the back, and you lose control, you hit other cars, next thing you know, you got a big pile of cars going flipping and crashing. So that's the big thing, is if Camelot can avoid the big pile up race, then he should do well. But it's part of the race is just surviving it. Is just surviving the race to get to the end so you can have a good finish. And that's where it's scary. It's like, do you stay in the back and wait till the big one so you can dodge all the cars? Or do you mix it up and just hope and pray? You'll hear a lot of drivers when it comes to Talladega. Part of it's skill, but a lot of it is luck. A lot of it is luck and being able to dodge and avoid the big one. There's a lot of cars that they'll be like doing really well, but they'll get involved in the big wreck and they'll get knocked out. So that's one of these things where it's like when you look at the annals of who wins restrictor plate races, that's the reason why it's all across the board. A lot of times you'll have a nobody who nobody's ever heard of be able to win the race because they're in the right place, right time, getting pushed to the front, and they're just able to avoid the big one. Whereas you'll have like big name drivers finish dead last because they're in the big wreck. So it all depends. So, but again, this is where one of the biggest things about this is it's not just the fact that Cody's racing at Talladega, and the fact that NASCAR is there, or the big like Cup Series is there. This is where a chance for, first of all the Cup drivers are going to be like, wait a second, look at this. Look at the wrap on this car. How cool is it? And compared to all the other cars, And then with Ethan there, I mean, Ethan has the possibility to maybe make some deals. So, like, even if he doesn't get a full car wrap, let's see he's able to get a deal. So he's able to get the all caps logo on one of these cars. I mean, it may cost him a couple $1,000s, but he can, like, okay, for this Xfinity race, the next Xfinity race in Daytona, in Darlington, I'll have the car number blah 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 will have the all caps logo on it. I pay to have it on it. So, and that happens a lot. So this is a big deal, not just for Camelot, but also for Ethan. So, and I know I've been very critical, and I don't care for Ethan. I don't even watch his trash casts anymore, or him, period, ever since he started the trash casts. I don't even watch Kings anymore. But you got to look at it from a kind of semi-objective point of view that Ethan has a great opportunity to really expand his brand of All Caps Comics and the Comicsgate logo. So we'll see how it goes. Hope the best for Camelot, and I hope the best for Ethan too. Love him or hate him, you gotta admire. He's putting himself in places to have big things happen for him. So, and if it results in an increase in sales, all the better for Ethan. So, but okay, guys, we're just hitting. This, like I said, this is gonna be a short video. I'll give you a bigger video tomorrow. But right now, I just my attention really is into into the race. I want to get back to watching Ethan stream before the race starts. Get that little inside look into track, and I'm sure you guys will be watching this video after the race is over, and you'll be putting in the comments, "Hey Vaughn, this is how he did," or this, that, and the other thing. Put your comments in. Okay, let me know what you think. So, like I said, my big thing is I'm so happy for Cody, and I want only the best for him. And this is one of those things this is one of those opportunities for him that I think is really big for him. As we all know, I mean, Ethan doing what he did with getting the wrap, it led to he's going to have Tim Pool with Poolcast sponsoring him for the rest of the season after Dover, because I think Dover's next week. So Talladega and Dover, he's got the Frog car, and after that, it's Tim Pool, which is actually good because, I mean, Ethan gets along with Tim Pool. Tim Pool wants to help out Ethan with what he's doing, so it's good. It's good, but most importantly, it's good for Camelot. So, but you guys have a great day. Remember, put in the comments whether I'm completely off my rocker, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I'm leading you astray. So let me know. And of course, we all know that it's going to be stressful watching this race, because he could get involved in the big one at any moment, and that's stressful. So it's stressful for Camelot. Oh, another last thing is big shout out to Cecil with all the posts that Cecil was doing this weekend. Thank you very much, Cecil. It helped generate that energy for today. So, guys, Cecil's done his part, keeping us informed of how Camelot's doing this weekend. Camelot's going to do his part. It's time for us to do ours, which is to watch the race, comment and posts, and subscribe to these guys' channels. Subscribe to Camelot, subscribe to Cecil. I subscribe to Ethan too. This is a big day for them, especially with all. And here's the thing: you kind of just enjoy it, enjoy the moment. Don't get wrapped up in all the internet drama. Just enjoy today and what this means and how far Comicsgate has come, or independent comics has come, that to the point where independent comics is being, in part through Comicsgate and Ethan, being shown on a broad stage. I hope that this results in Camelot getting more subscribers. Hope this results in Cecil getting more subscribers. And hey, yeah, even though we may not like Ethan and the way he's been doing stuff lately, I hope Ethan's able to sell a lot of books. I hope he returns from Talladega with a shitload of orders that need to be sent out. So, but guys, you guys all have a great day. I'm going to have a great day, even though it's going to be stressful watching this race. But hey, you just relax. Take life one dot at a time.